All right, are we ready? We are going to play a game together. We'll start with the map on the right. In this game, I want you to count. You're going to be counting specific things. I want you to count my balls. I want you to count my cock. I want you to count my cock and balls. How many do you see? How much cock do you see? How much balls do you see? Tell me. I need to know. I can't count. I can't read. I don't know how many cocks I have. I don't know how many balls I have. I know it's a lot of cock. I know it's a lot of balls. And I know that the cocks match the balls. There has been no testicular removal. If there are 2 cocks, then there are 4 balls. If there are 10 cocks, then there are 20 balls. Because you can't have more cocks than you have balls. Because ain't no one ballless in this video. Everyone has maximum balls. This is the maximum ball, maximum cock build. You may ask, why are your cock and balls bouncing around so vigorously? And the answer is, my cock and balls are bouncing around vigorously because I found a MeMeS ring, or whatever that ring is called, by killing and murdering. Do you have your answer? How many cocks and balls you see? One of the balls is a little misshapen. You'll have to forgive that ball. Good little demonstration of the cocks and the balls. Look at that big old fat pulsating ball. Wonder what cock that belongs to. Alright. Let's take a look at my cock and balls build. We got Mjolnir. We got Malice. And then we got Cast on Crit. We have Divergent Lightning Ball. We have Hydrosphere. This is 2 balls for 1 cock. We have Anomalous Frostbolt. We have Creeping Frost. This is 2 balls for 1 cock. We have Rolling Magma. We have Fireball. This is 2 balls for 1 cock. We have 3 cocks and 3 balls. Congratulations on the counting game. I have a MeMeS ring. Projectiles are fired in random directions. They return to you at the end of flight. Greater multiple projectiles, greater multiple projectiles, greater multiple projectiles. We are rocking a lot of stats, thus making Cyclopean Coil and Astramentus pretty sexy. Let's run another map so you can look at my cock and balls. Because this is my cock and balls build. There's a lot you can do with cock and balls. Obviously, this is designed for the memeology. This isn't a real build. Obviously, it works. It has a fundamental defensive flaw. I would like you to guess that fundamental defensive flaw as I run this map. I probably won't die, but if I do die, you should be able to see what it's from. And no, it won't be from an overcasting of balls from all my cock. I can fling out my cock and balls as much as I want, and that's not going to kill me. No. The defensive problem is not me remembering to use Frostblink so that my consecrated ground will follow. That is not the defensive flaw in my cock and balls build. The answer to the defensive flaw in my cock and balls build lies in the location of my tree. The Templar is in the top left corner, very far away from a couple of defensive layers that other classes have available to them. The Juggernaut has pretty strong maximum resistances down on his side of the tree. The Trickster has pretty good spell suppression on his side of the tree. Elemental damage is the weakness of this build. I have no increase to maximum resistances. I have no spell suppression, which means when someone looks at me with elemental damage, I fold over, I die, I fall down on cock and balls. That's why this build is not a viable build. It's a meme build. It's a fun cock and balls build. Now, obviously, you can make it more viable by reducing the amount of cock and balls you have and focusing on one really big and really strong cock. But who wants one cock when you can have 3 cocks in the maximum cock and balls build? Ooh, let's get gray with these cock and balls. Let's turn these cock and balls to grandpa cock and balls. Gray, hard to see, no one wants to see it. Visual clarity confused from the wiry gray pubes of the gray cock and balls. Yeah, cock and balls, baby. Look at all them cocks and balls. I like when the big nut pulsates and interacts with all the other cock and balls. Look at those cock and balls bouncing off all the walls. Yeah. Cock and balls. You know what I'm talking about. He can follow me all he wants. He's just going to be riddled with cock and balls. Flinging and bouncing everywhere. But every time the balls go in, the balls also come back out. The balls can't go one direction. The balls have to go forward and then backward, creating a cock and ball party that's sure to satisfy anyone with the inclination to desire cocks and balls. Yeah. You know that's right. It's like 350 pounds of pudding, baby. Yeah, that's nice. The enemies are even joining with their own balls. They don't have cocks, though. But they do have balls. This game loves balls. See those 2 green balls that try to hit me? Yeah, this game's all about the balls. Bouncy balls, big balls, slow balls, electrified balls. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's nutty. That is nutty. Let's run another map. Foundry should be pretty fun with a lot of cock and balls bouncing off of everything. Hitting chins like no one's business. Bouncing off that duty hole. There's just the right amount of orifices for these cocks and balls. 3 cocks, 6 balls, 3 holes. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the game cornhole. You grab your sack, you toss it in the hole. You grab your other sack, you toss it in the hole. Whoever gets the most amount of sack in the hole is victorious in cornhole. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking cornhole, baby. I'm also talking cock and balls. There's a boss that's gonna kill me. It should be this boss. This boss is pretty difficult in terms of bossing. There's a few problems with the cock and balls. I've done what I can to reduce the cost, but when I get into some serious situation, I don't have the stamina to maintain full cock and balls. You can see my mana down at the back, kind of dipping. Mana be dipping on regular altercations. I have plenty of mana, but if I get a serious altercation, I start to run low on mana. Therefore, I can't apply as much cock and as much balls as I'd like to. Let's talk about the Inquisitor and why he likes cock and balls. He's still one of the most powerful classes. Probably the number 2 class in the game, in my opinion. Champion being number 1. Inquisitor being number 2. Because these balls and this cock, they penetrate. Nah, they don't penetrate. They ignore anyone's resistances to cock and balls. There's no defense against the Inquisitor's cock and balls. They're gonna go right through all of your attempts to resist these cock and balls. That makes the Inquisitor a dangerous cock and baller. He's brutal with his cock and balls. There's nothing you can do to deny the Inquisitor what he needs. And what he needs is his cock and balls to penetrate, to ignore, to defile your cathedral. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Cock and balls. I know you like it. I know you're thinking about cock and balls right now. You're thinking about your own cock and balls and how you can do it. How can you make your cock and balls as glorious as these cock and balls? Yeah, you think you can do it. I know you can do it. Everyone needs to go turn their build, turn their life into a cock and ball life, a cock and ball build. Take your character, find some regret, and then cock and ball that character. You got a jug? You can cock and ball that jug. You got a guardian? You can cock and ball that guardian. I know you can do it. Show me you can do it. I want to see your cock and balls. Are there more balls that I'm missing? I don't know. I can't really think of any balls that I might be missing beyond chaos balls. But I don't want to do chaos balls. 1, chaos balls hurt. 2, the Inquisitor, he doesn't like chaos balls. Now if I were to do just one build, I can do a cultist for some chaos cock and balls. And the occultist, she's a sub, and she needs a dom, so she likes when her skills hurt her, when her balls do damage to herself. She's into that kind of cock and ball kink. Inquisitor, not so much. The Inquisitor is a dom, and he likes to administer cock and balls. He doesn't like his cock and balls to torture him, unlike the occultist. So if you have an occultist, show me your forbidden balls and give me the right to look at those. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Forbidden right. Forbidden pleasure. Forbidden balls. I could put forbidden right on there. But as I said, Doms don't like to get hurt from their balls. Doms don't like to get hurt from their cock. Look at this. This is chaos damage, critical strike multi, and attack speed for bows. You know what? I got a lot of exalted orbs. Let's see what I get. 1 mana per hit. Now, if that had been 2 mana per hit, maybe it'll be useful. But as it stands, it is not useful. Let's take a look. Almost a valuable gem. Obviously, this 1 diviner, it's got special properties to make it 1 divine. I could probably sell this for 20 chaos. All right, let's take a look at this build. Dying Sun increases my projectiles. Armor, crit, movement speed. We got these gloves, 52% increased critical strike chance against shocked enemies. Fuck yes. Solid boots, movement speed, chaos, cold, life, intelligence, life regeneration, movement speed. This keeps me going. Skin of the Lords to give me pain attunement. Now, if I leveled up more, 1, 2, 3, 4 more levels, I am at 93. I could grab this pain attunement. And then I could buy a new Skin of the Lords, giving me Iron Will. So my strength bonus applies to spells. I have a big chunk of strength that'll apply to those spells. Yeah, that'll increase my damage a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do to make this build a real build to de-memify it. Obviously, I'm going to remove some of the balls. I think Rolling Magma is better than Fireball, so I will remove that. Hydrosphere seems to work pretty well. I'll keep that. I could remove it and add more damage to my Divergent Lightning Ball. But the Divergent Lightning Ball doesn't return as much as it should, so I mostly want it for the projectiles have a 10% chance to be supercharged. And I don't really know what supercharge does. I do now. Supercharged projectiles have 50% more area of effect and deal 50% more damage. Good golly, Miss Molly. Obviously, I can remove Creeping Frost. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, let's have some fun with these balls real quick. I'm sure not a lot of people have experienced this amount of ballage. So let's take a look at some balls. Let's maximum nut. Maximum ball. Where's my staff? Yeah. This guy. Let's put that in there. Ooh, juicy. Greater multiple projectiles. Let's take a look at Fireball. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Look at those balls bouncing around. They're going up. They're going down. They're going all around. Yeah. I'm going to try to find the best spot to throw my nut. To throw my balls. Right here. Yeah, look at them bounce around. Look at these balls bouncing everywhere. Envy is all you have. Let's take a look at Creeping Frost. Creeping Frost is interesting. Well, let's put Creeping Frost in the right place and remove the correct ball. Well, I need to go farther away from that little spot. I don't know if this damage overlaps, but if the cold damage overlaps, that is a lot of cold damage thrown right in the core of your being. It's pretty cool if it overlaps. I don't think it does, but it might. And if it does, Creeping Frost is an awesome ball to use. Now, one thing about these lightning balls is they don't return very often. If they don't hit a wall, they don't come back. They just vanish. I don't really know how to remedy this. So I'm not a big fan of this ball. Because they just keep going. They do not return. I don't understand why. Maybe I need reduced projectile speed or increased projectile speed. I do not know. But those are a low-ranking ball. Frost bolts are amazing. They go, they return. That's a lot of ice balls. They also get pretty wild and pretty crazy. They shoot up at the camera sometimes. Look at that. He's coming right at you. I don't know why the fuck they shoot at the camera like that. But every now and then they get wild. They get buck wild. They throw these balls everywhere. They must hit some kind of angle. I didn't realize this game had that kind of physics engine to angularly shoot your balls in different directions. Alright. My favorite. My personal favorite. Rolling magma. These throw balls everywhere. Yeah, that's nice. That's a lot of balls. Let's take a look at rolling magma. With cast on crit with divergent cyclone. Oh. I have to remove my greater multiple projectiles, which is sad. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't want to remove my greater multiple projectiles. Ah, I'm all out of chromatics. I guess I'll have to make do. You know what? I'm gonna make this ultra nutty. Ultra ball. It's a low level. I don't have a higher level one? That's disappointing. There we go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Rolling magma. Increase critical strike chance. Let's do. What can we do with that blue? What can we do with that blue? Let's do crit damage, why not? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's a lot of balls. Let's take a look. Let's grab one of these. I think I have an increased area of effect. Look at that. Yeah, 20% increased area of effect of my balls. You know what? I don't even need this Skin of the Lords. Sure, it's going to give me more damage, but I want more girth. I want more area of effect of these balls. So let us put on something to make it bigger. It gets bigger when I pull on it. Yeah, increased area of effect of my balls. Look how big my balls are splashing. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's run a map. I want a map that's going to be a little more open. Let's run a strand. Yeah, this guy. Hopefully I crit enough to make the balls glorious. Oh, that is a lot of balls. It is a ball party. It's like Christmas. Look at all those. God damn it. Don't go in there. Shh. Don't tell anyone. It's like a ball Christmas. Yeah, we like this. We likey. Do 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 do. Was this a T16? I think I accidentally just created a real build. All that shotgunning. I do believe I accidentally just created a build. That's fun. I'm not even getting the extra damage from low life. I mean, we know I am a low life. See if I can kill the boss in one hit. One hit. No, I cannot. But can I kill him in one vol hit? No. I mean, the build obviously is not as good as it looked at first. But it does kind of look like a volcano going off perpetually, indefinitely, infinitely. An infinity of infinity between 0 and 1. Yeah, that's what we're getting. This is maximum cock. Look at my Nemesis. Pretty good roll. 34 on the increased projectile damage. Very low on the dex. But you know what? I like it.